Start recording. Hello! Today I'm going to be giving you guys a tropical weather update on the tropics. So this is Tropical Cyclone Jasper. It is slowly dying. We could be seeing the storm redevelop. Here are the models. This storm could redevelop right here, or it's just gonna die out. Lots of the models are now saying that this has a higher chance at becoming a storm. This is the latest cone for the storm. It will be impacting Australia. Looks like by Cairns, Australia. Here is the pressure. This is at 989 millibars. It's gonna go up as it gets closer to landfall, which is a little weird. As so here's what the Atlantic looks like. We aren't really talking about any tropical weather, but that could be something of a December system trying to develop. Now, I'm not sure that is what the case is, but it could definitely be the case. Maybe a subtropical storm gonna try and develop. So let's head to the tropical Atlantic where the storm is developing and look at the GFS model run. That is a weird scenario. That is a tropical storm right there. And hurricane season already ended, so, and it also looks like something else might try to wrap up afterwards. That could be 2 December storms, which is really rare. The EMCWF model is keen on maybe one of them developing, but this other one struggles to get wrapped up, and then there's a third that wraps itself up in the Atlantic. So this is a weird scenario. CMC model run, they have that possible storm. Now this is actually confusing me because I've never seen the scenario of a storm in the Atlantic in December. So let's hop over to the Western Pacific, as there could be another system, actually another 2 systems. One of them striking the Philippines, maybe just a tropical storm, and the other coming a low-grade typhoon. And the remains of that typhoon stick around, and that is a low pressure, and that storm is actually very small. That storm coming there, but then it just begins to weaken. Maybe it's a depression for the rest of that model run. So simulated IR satellite looks like Russia's not having a good time, but there's that possible storm in development over there. The EMCWF, they're not in a prediction for a storm, but maybe something trying to form here and something trying to form here, just like what the GFS was saying. But if we go to the CMC model, it's a whole different story. There is a powerful typhoon that develops that is maybe a Cat 2, beginning to strengthen. Let's just look at the simulated IR satellite on the CMC. There's that storm, and we can track it as it begins to develop, and that could be a significant system in development. So yeah, the southwestern Pacific, there is Jasper making landfall there. And that storm is taking an erratic track as it looks like it reforms. I obviously don't think that's going to happen, but there it is wrapping back up and making landfall there. The EMCWF, they say it's going to wrap up too, but it's just going to die just before landfall. But there it is, becoming a tropical storm again and again. That could be a hurricane equivalent system. CMC has this storm wrapping up before making another landfall. But then there it is reforming too. Lots of models say it's going to reform, and this could be a significant landfall here. Simulate air satellite, here it is. Storm wrapping up again, and so you can track the remains and see the system makes one landfall. That's landfall right there with an I. That could be a strong system. And then it comes off that coast, making another landfall as for the equivalent of a Category 3. Let's move to the Indian Ocean here and head to the EMCWF. Looks like to be a little calm. Maybe something trying to develop there. The GFS is saying there could be a landfall there. It's a tropical storm. And whoa, that is a little shocker right there. Small storm that develops. The CMC model has a storm here and a storm here. Let's head back to the EMCWF and let's look at Jasper right there. So yeah, NavGam model has a storm shooting off and another storm which could start the southwestern Indian season. Icon doesn't have anything. That's a little weird. Normally they have something somewhere. There is Jasper right there, which they are saying this could be a Cat 3 at landfall. And that will be a significant landfall. Let's go back to NavGam and let's see that landfall. And there it is, trying to redevelop, and that's another system trying to develop. So let's go to HWRF, and there it is wrapping up. I mean, it looks better now, and then it's just gonna get shriveled up just before landfall. But they don't say it's gonna redevelop like all the other models do. That's a little confusing. Normally it does say that. HAFSA has whole different scenario. They're saying it's gonna wrap up, maybe Cat 2 at landfall after that, and they don't say it's gonna reform either like the other models say. Let's get a close up on Jasper for the GFS. There's that storm wrapping up. Let's just look at the satellite really quick. And there it is wrapping up pretty good. Even getting an I just before landfall. And there it is trying to reform. Here's the EMCWF again. And this is 240 hours. This storm is going to make landfall. And they're saying this will reform just after landfall. That's a 92 millibar system. Let's look at this again.
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Miss Bridget just texted me and asked if you could please
come back over to her house and help clean up. Do you mind doing that? Okay, thank you, my love. Alright, so there's that storm trying to redevelop. You see this here. And, yep, that's about it for today. I will see you guys in the next video I upload. Bye!